To be exceptional means that you are the exception. It means that you are not normal. And so it's normal for normal people to find you abnormal if you do things that are not normal. Don't let people who have mediocre goals deter you from taking actions that make you great because it makes you different. Realizing that I thought most people actually made no sense. They say they had these goals, but they took no action. And they called me work obsessed, and they would tell me I should take time off, and they're like, hey, you're not cool anymore. You're not hanging out with the boys. Like, why aren't you participating in the fantasy league? Why aren't you watching football on Sunday with us? But the thing is that like I needed that Sunday because I had to prep workouts, I had to prep the music list for the next day, I had to do all this other work. I looked at that football game and I was like, my goals are more important to me than this. A lot of people don't actually look at themselves in the mirror and say, like, 1 year from today, will I remember this football game, or will I remember the fact that I'm not where I said I wanted to be? And to me, that was significantly more painful.
I always say it's like, I just want to be the best, bro. Like everything I touch, I gotta excel. I gotta be great. That's just how I'm hardwired. You know, my mom told me when I was younger to excel in everything that I do, and I feel like I took that personal, like as a kid, and it's really stuck with me. So now it's like everything that I touch literally has turned to gold. I have to be a dog, I have to be elite. I cannot be mid at anything that I do. If I don't do it, I'm okay with being mid. But if I'm doing it, I can't be mid, bro. I just can't accept it. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna outwork anybody.
The first million is hard, but the second million is inevitable. It's not becoming a millionaire that's important. It's the person that you must become in order to become a millionaire. You have to become a completely different person. You have to develop character beyond 99% of the people in the world.
There's a great book called The Magic of Thinking Big. Chapter 1, believe you can succeed and you will. Chapter 2, cure yourself of excuse-itis, the failure disease. See, people that don't succeed are always good at one thing, making excuses. Successful people aren't. Earl Nightingale said it best. He said successful people are not people without problems. They're people who've learned how to overcome problems.
If you want to be exceptional, you have to be the exception. You can't do what everyone else does and expect different results. You can't follow the crowd and end up ahead of it. Exceptional means not normal. It means doing what others won't, sacrificing what others don't, and believing what others can't. If you want an exceptional life, you have to live in a way that makes people uncomfortable, that makes them question you, that makes them not understand, because the exception is never understood by the rules. So whether it's today or tomorrow, I'm challenging you to do one thing that separates you from the crowd, one thing that they won't do, because that is where exceptional begins.
You also have to be in an environment where wealth is allowed. You have to be in an environment where wealth is encouraged. And that's not true for every environment. You know, there's some places where the minute you begin to do well, the people who know you will start to act different around you. They'll start talking about you behind your back. And those places are also very dangerous because those people tend to want to drag you down. Because misery loves company, right? The thing about growth, the thing about greatness is you have to make sure you're in the space where people around you don't see you being crazy as an outlier. And in fact, where they encourage it.
Yeah.
They look at you wanting to do big things and they say, that's not big enough.
You got to want it more than you hate what it takes to get it. If you're willing to suck at anything for 100 days in a row, you can beat most people at most things.
There was a friend of mine, he offered a guarantee on a product that he sold. He said, you can get all your money back if you just open up a Google Doc and say what you're going to do every day. And at the end of the day, you're going to say what you did. That's it. And you just do that for 6 weeks. You don't get the results. I'll give you your money back. And what's crazy about that is when he was talking about it, he said, do you know what the completion rate of twice a day doing something is? It's like less than 1%. He's like, so I can happily do it because it seems so simple. We underplay how simple success is and extrapolate an expectation of how easy it must be from that. And then we're disappointed or dissatisfied when it doesn't meet those expectations. It is harder than we expect, but also the rewards may be also greater than we expect.
The moment you start thinking and acting rich is when you'll eventually get rich. Because your mind is so powerful that it rewires your brain to think, talk, and what you surround yourself with. So it forces you to keep working on the goal, whether it's making 10K a month, 100K a month, or even $1 million a month. So if you're in a position where you just fucking hate it and want to get out of there as soon as possible, trick yourself into believing that you're making 10K a month, 100K a month, or even millions, and just take massive immediate action, even if it's messy or everyone perfect, because money rewards momentum and speed, not for those that are waiting for the perfect opportunity to start. Start surrounding yourself with people and environments that align with your goal, and eventually your mind will become so hyper self-aware to know what not and what not to do when you're chasing a goal of making a shit ton of money. That is actually the most fastest way to become eventually rich. I suggest you all to start now and don't look back.
Now, the starting point of accumulating money is for you to believe that you have an unlimited capacity to obtain all the money that you'll ever need. Look upon yourself as a financial success just waiting for a place to happen, and see yourself as deserving all that you can honestly acquire. Money is good. Money gives you choices and enables you to live your life the way you want to live it. Money opens doors for you that would have been closed in its absence. But just like anything, an obsession can be hurtful. If a person becomes so preoccupied with money that he loses sight of the fact that money is merely a tool that is to be used to acquire happiness, then money becomes a harmful thing.
I think I could do this. I believe I can win. So if you as a business owner or entrepreneur, when you start setting these goals, you have to have absolute belief that you're going to be successful with them. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your team. If you don't have that belief, that's where everything starts crumbling. I was not aware of this. I found this the other day, and it was this concept called the Rosenthal effect. The Rosenthal effect is a psychological phenomenon where high expectations lead to improved performance, while low expectations lead to poorer performance. Okay, very simple, very easy. What that means is if you have expectations like, I'm going to be successful in this thing, your chance of success dramatically rise. In fact, I don't want to be successful in this thing, your chance of success decreases. And it sounds so simple and so easy, but it's so powerful. I want to make $1 million a year. Guess how rare that is? It's not 1%. 1%, 600K in the US. And if you're global, forget about it. So you want to make $1 million a year. That's not even a 1 out of 100 goal. It's a 1 out of 200, 1 out of 300 goal. And you have that goal, and you think that somehow you're going to behave like the 299 and get there. It's not normal. It's unbalanced. You have to take unrelenting, obsessive amounts of action for a disproportionate period of time where you get zero reward for doing so. If anything, you just get disproportionate punishment for taking this, and you question your own sanity half the time because you're like, am I just being crazy? Is it insane for me to have these aspirations, these goals, these dreams for my life? And everyone around you will tell you yes, because it's in their best interest. Your failure protects their ego. Many people have the same goal as you, but very few of them will do the same work as you.
The more skills you have, the less you'll ever worry about money. And here's the mistake that I see everywhere. People step into a side hustle and first thought is, how much money can I make? And that mindset kills them before they even start. The focus should never be on the money at the beginning. The focus should be, how can I learn this skill so deeply and so consistently that I end up better at it? Because here's the truth, money doesn't lead, skill does. Money always follows value, and the value comes from mastery. And most people quit because they don't see money fast enough. They weren't chasing the skill, they were chasing the payout in the first place. And if you're only chasing the payout, you'll never stick around long enough to actually get good. So don't chase numbers, chase the skill, build it, sharpen it, and the money has no choice but to follow.